Yeah, defensively, Mirella Adjabidja, now one of our players from France, has just been a monster out there. She covers a lot of space and she wins a lot of balls in the air. She gives a lot of girls confidence around her as well. And it's picked up a little bit because one of our key players, Melissa Larson, has been down a little bit with injury, and so Mirella filled that role and filled it quite well. And other defenders like Lindsay Ackley and Shelby Clay. Lindsay's from Miami, Oklahoma, and Shelby's from Augusta, Kansas. And Mackenzie Nichols, a young lady from Tulsa. They've really worked hard to try and keep us in games because we're getting a lot of chances but not putting them all away. So our defense has really been great. But then offensively, Mia Herr has just been incredible this past week. She almost single-handedly won the game for us yesterday. And so we're really impressed with what she's doing both on the field and off the field as far as leadership is concerned. They like each other, which is sometimes a rarity in college sports, that you can get a group that can get along. We've got depth on the bench, and we're able to create training sessions that can stay at a high level, which has always been a struggle in years past when the season tends to drone on and you've got tired and aching bodies, and sometimes the practices aren't as competitive as they need to be. And so I think that the depth that we have on the bench has been able to create solid training environments, and so we're more prepared when we come into these games. And we've got a couple players that really play with a lot of confidence, and it gives other players confidence. KCK on Friday is a huge game. We've created some distance on the table as far as postseason qualification is concerned. But KCK has been playing well, and if they're able to sneak points off us, then they could very easily position themselves right up next to us. And so we control our own destiny when it comes to that. We did beat them previously here at home 1-0. And they've got a good coach, and so they'll be prepared for us. And so we've got to be creative and figure out a way to find unique ways to score, because they're a very defensive team, haven't allowed a lot of goals, but also haven't scored a ton either. And so it's going to be my offense against his defense, and hopefully my defense can stay focused for the full 90 minutes to make sure that those few attempts that make their way through, that they can clear up and put us in a position to win. Yeah, East and West has been split this year, and so now there are 7 teams in the Jayhawk East Conference that are competing for 4 spots, and those 4 spots will then compete against the 4 teams that qualify for postseason out of the West side, which is made up of the 5 Jayhawk Conference teams, but then also 2 Region 6 teams. And so we're currently in 3rd. If we remain on track and finish 3rd, then we will travel to the West and we'll play their 2nd place finisher. And so there's not much wiggle room between the quality of the 1st place and 2nd place teams in Hutchinson in the West. But we know Hutchinson is doing quite well. Heston is doing quite well, and Barton is competing against teams there. And so it looks like we've got some games coming up at Johnson County, which could create an opportunity for us to maybe work our way into those top 2 areas and potentially host a match. But if we finish in 3rd or 4th place on the East, we'll be traveling to a West team, and hopefully it'll be a manageable game, something that we can then win and then find ourselves in the top 4 in Topeka. Yeah, our conference for the women is got automatic bid. Okay. So our region tournament goes straight to nationals. Okay. And so unlike our men who will have to win their region and then go on to a district to qualify, the Jayhawk Conference for Women has got an automatic bid. So whoever wins our region goes. And every 3 years, the two teams that compete for our region championship go. So a couple of seasons ago, Butler and Johnson played for the region championship, but then both teams qualified to go to nationals. Essentially, the strength of the Jayhawk Conference has been recognized nationally, and they kind of give us a bit of leeway there as far as they know that our strength of schedule within our own conference is difficult. We're one of the largest conferences in the nation as well, and so we get taken care of as far as postseason. It's no easy ride to get there, but the Jayhawk the Region 6 Jayhawk champion will be at nationals for the women's team.